Hey guys, BlackPanthaa here, and welcome to a very special drift build indeed. We're going to be modifying and upgrading and all that kind of jazz the Local Motors Rally Fighter. Now this thing, you wouldn't expect it to drift, well you probably would if you tuned it right, but you wouldn't expect to see it going drifting, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. Drifting something a little bit unusual because, well, why would we not? So starting off with upgrades, very strange here, something I actually found out recently. This thing is not all-wheel drive. You'd think it being an off-road vehicle it would come stock all-wheel drive, but strangely it comes rear-wheel drive. I honestly thought it would be all-wheel drive, but that doesn't matter. It saves us making a conversion. We could make it an all-wheel drive builder, but I think it would be really cool to see if this thing's very good rear-wheel drive because of the weight and such. It's bloody massive. Anyway, so let's begin by putting on stuff. So I don't want to put, as I said, too much power in there. It's already got a lot of damn power, but at the same time, it's a very heavy thing. I mean, look at it. And I think it's a bit stupid, really, making a drift build of this. I mean, it looks okay. I mean, it's going to stand out, obviously. You're going to be the one to stand out in front of everybody. But I think that in purposes of actually, you know, drifting around with friends and such, it might be cool for once or twice, but I don't think it's going to be very practical multiple times, you know, over and over, because, well, it's a bloody off-road vehicle. You're supposed to use it off-road, not for drifting. What are you doing this for? Because you're a crazy person like myself and really was tempted to drift this thing as soon as you bloody saw it. But yeah, so I'm basically going with all the upgrades I've got. I said I wasn't going to do too much to it, but I've ended up doing it all anyway. So literally just upgrading everything to as it should. That's literally how, you know, I usually do things here. And for some reason it's taking such a long time to go. There we go. It's already installed on your car apparently. That was really weird. Just to make sure. And for the weight reduction, definitely want to bring that weight reduction in there to make it a little bit lighter. And now for all the bits and bobs to allow us to convert this car specifications-wise. So let's do that. But yeah, I think this will be a pretty cool car to drift online. Like, if you're looking for something unique. I don't think many people are going to be sliding this thing. So, you know, it's it's going to be a bit different if you jump into an online lobby with this. Okay, so as for the tyres, I'm not going to change those. I'm going to keep those as they are. For the front tyre width, let's have a look at the rear tyre width, increase the back, and probably keep the front as it is. As for the rims, I'm thinking of going with something that's kind of off-roadish looking, because it's, you know, it's an off-road car. You don't want to go too wacky with them. Though you could go with some bright green rims if you really wanted to. And you're an absolute crazy person. Like, there's the crazy people that are drifting this thing in the first place, and then there's the absolutely crazy people that would be drifting this thing with some crazy green wheels or something. So, I'm definitely putting that on there, and I believe there's a little spoiler on there as well. Probably not going to help us out, but it looks pretty damn cool. So, that's that sorted. We could do some, you know, aspiration conversion in there. I think we will do, actually. We'll put a twin turbo in there, just to see how that goes. And other than that, that's that pretty much sorted. So let's go into the tuning here. Going to go with the basic tune as I always do. A bit more towards the acceleration because it's a drift tune. Bring you in. Let's see, put a bit of a toe angle on there. Really probably wouldn't need to do all of this, like at all, because, well, why would you? But I want to do it anyway, because why not? It'll make it that much better. So if you've seen my drift tune before, you've seen it about 1,000,000 times, but I'm going to go over it all so you can kind of see exactly what I'm doing here. Maybe a little bit different, may act a bit odd, so you may want to, you know, drive it, you know, tune it differently yourself if mine is a complete waste of time. So, you know, there's always that benefit to me tuning cars live on camera, but if you want me to kind of skip it in the future, maybe make just like a general stats down below in the description, maybe I'll do that, but yeah, some people I'm guessing will want to see me do these stats here, so let's go through all of these and stiffen this thing up. Now, because this thing is like ridiculously like heavy, I'm guessing by the look of it, and because of what the nature of this car is, it's like a massive spring. That's literally what the car is. I'm thinking this thing is gonna need, you know, all the little fine tunes to make this thing ridiculously solid. And for the diff, I'm going to put my normal 70 and 80 acceleration. So that's that sorted. So I am now going to take this beautiful thing and we are going to go and drift it. It's alright, gotta take a photo. Gotta collect the money. Yes! Now, before we even get there, bloody Nora, this thing's quick. I didn't expect it to be this bloody quick, but wow, it really is. And it looks really, really odd because it's lowered. Like, I think it suits it much more being higher up as it was because of the style of the car. But I'm really impressed with this so far. Really impressed with it. Not just for drifting, I haven't really tried that yet. Shortcut. Okay, so here we are at the docks in my Local Motors Rally Fighter. This thing looks absolutely insane. I really like the look of this thing. It's just brilliant body design, even though it's like a massive 4x4. Those rims I'm really not liking now, to be honest. I'm probably going to change this if I actually want to use this, but I know a lot of people want to see cockpit view, so I'm going to be sure to do some of that as well. And bloody Nora, where'd you come from? Beef Supreme 3? I've never heard of you in my life, but let's give it a go. And I'll let you enjoy the sound to start us off. See that? Goes straight into the slide. And you feel so much more in control than a normal drift build. Like, I feel as if this car, because of the weight of it, even though I've put the weight reduction on, obviously, you feel as if at the beginning of the drift, it's actually full control of all wheels. I can literally control all the wheels still. If I want to recontrol them, like, do you know what I mean? It allows me to accelerate a lot more than normal cars would. Like, normal drift build cars. Oh, I always mess it up. One day I'm going to get that right. One day I'm going to get that right. I will be sure to. Well, as you can tell, it really, really drives well. Oh, never mind. But yeah, now for some cockpit view, because you guys will want to see the cockpit view. But I'm really impressed with the drifting model inside this game. It's not, like, too difficult, which makes it... I guess it means that you guys will really get to play with it a lot more. The people that really aren't into drifting can get around, you know, get a little play with it. And see if they like drifting, and see which method of drifting they like. And that's kind of why I made that video recently, just before the launch, saying that, you know... we need to be more accepting of people that like different things inside this community. So, I might make an all-wheel drive drift build out of this. But to be honest, I actually at the moment feel as if rear-wheel drive for this car just feels great enough. Because I actually prefer the feel of all-wheel drive drifting. That's just my personal preference. But I think with some cars just feel right with rear-wheel drive, especially in this game. This game gets it right. Perfect. Sometimes. But as you can tell with this car, it really does slide very, very well. If I took this to a different location, I'm sure it would dominate there as well. I was actually going to go around that container, but I messed it up and managed to make it look cool anyway. Damn straight. A little bit of a jump there. One thing I always try to do with my all-wheel drive drift builds is kind of like a jump drift, and that's awesome because the containers have like little jump up parts around them, like that for example. So I'm going to give that a go. Here we go. Oh, I'm going to go to those containers anyway. Oh yes, if I didn't mess that up, that would have been brilliant. Oh, brilliant that was. Well, if I didn't mess it up, it would have been brilliant. Brilliant that was. I did mess it up, so it wasn't brilliant, obviously.
You've earned a skill point.
Of course I have. I've got many a skill point because I'm so skillful. Let's give this another go. I wonder what it's going to be like jumping off it this way. There we go. Oh. I didn't say Anna. I did not say Anna. If that sounded like Anna to you, game, there's something very wrong with you. But yeah, that is my Rally Fighter drift build. Hopefully you did enjoy, and let me know, as I said, down in the comments, what cars you wish to see me do a drift build of. I'm going to be on the target of like drifting everything you guys suggest, probably, if you really, really want me to. Because you guys seem to be enjoying my drift builds quite a bit. So as I said, let me know down in the comments what you want to see. And I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.